We're going to have Isaac Smith come up and talk to us about roof cleaning, excuse me. Isaac?
There you go. Yeah, I like to sit in front of the camera so I can stand up and block it every once in a while. Hold that.
All right, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Wonderful. Just so you know, this is going to be my first time doing any kind of presentation of any kind, so bear with me. One time I was talking to a good friend of mine, he's a preacher. I said, I've got a real problem. I'm always afraid when I talk to people that they're going to think I'm an idiot. So he said, look, the best assumption you can make whenever you're talking to people is that they're just thrilled to hear the words coming out of your mouth. So that's what I'm going to assume, is that you, all of you here, are just the most gracious people, and that you're just thrilled to hear what I'm going to talk about. So, a little history about me and about my company, Smithway Enterprises. I grew up Amish, born Amish. I was born in New York State, moved to Pennsylvania, lived there for a while. Grew up in Wisconsin, and then eventually ended up moving here to Ohio. Left that Amish lifestyle. It's really a great way to live. I don't know if any of you know Amish people or not, but it's a wonderful way to live. I'd go back to it if I could. But some choices I made, I can't do that. So here we are. Smithway Enterprises, we do roofing, commercial roofing, residential roofing. You know, we try to solve people's roofing problems. I always like to make the roof look good. 100% satisfied, or it's free. Our company mission is to create a world-class roofing and construction company built on honesty, integrity, and real solutions. We want to take your problem and turn it into a real solution. If we cannot provide you with a solution, we'll find somebody that can. Because for one thing, we're connected with multiple national groups, roofing contracting groups, and we'll always have somebody that can solve any kind of roofing problem. We have people that have been in the roofing industry for 30 and 40 years. There's no roofing problem that we can't find a solution to. When the customer is absolutely satisfied, that is when we consider the job completed. Just a few interesting details I found out about. Can anybody read that on the screen? Okay, well, I'll read it to you. Just some interesting facts I found about shingles. Asphalt shingles are an American invention first used in 1901. In general use in parts of America by 1911, and by 1939, 11 million squares of shingles were being produced. The forerunner of these shingles was first developed in 1893 and called an asphalt prepared roofing, which was similar to asphalt roll roofing without surface granules. In 1897, slate granules were added to the surface to make the material more durable. Types of granules tested included mica, oyster shells, slate, dolomite, fly ash, silica, and clay. In 1901, they had the first 3-tab shingles by taking these rolls and cutting them into strips, using them as 1-tab or multiple tab shingles. At first, all shingles were organic, with base materials called felt, being primarily cotton rag until the 1920s, when cotton rag became more expensive and alternative materials were used. Other materials used as the felt included wool, jute, or manila, and wood pulp. With 3-tab shingles, or the 3-dimensional shingles today, there's always on the bottom edge, there's the strip of tar that makes them stick together. In the 1950s, self-sealing and manually applied adhesives began to be used to help prevent wind damage to shingles